Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Persona 5 with me, Alshouse Gaming. In the previous episode, we, stole Kanashiro's treasure, and all that's left to do is await his change of heart. And we are going to be starting up a new confidant this episode, but first and foremost, we need to be making a persona that matches its arcana. To that end, we're going to be heading for the Velvet Room in Shibuya. Thankfully, we already have the persona we need to make that new one.
Hey, inmate.
So this should be easy for us.
How goes the rehabilitation?
Okay, first things first,
The inmate. Let's fusion.
we're going to take Yaxini and fuse it with Kapatengo to make
Terrible,
Isis
but
of
not
the
impressive.
Priestess Arcana.
Choose the inherit.
Its power will be nothing unusual. I see.
Won't be getting anything bonus for it because, well, we haven't even started the Confidant, so meh.
You change your mind. Justine. These are the paths you have walked.
And then we are going to take a Queen's
This is what you
Necklace,
see is required. This is your power.
which is part of the reason I wanted all that extra cash,
Time for some rehabilitation. A string 'em up.
in order to strengthen Sandman.
That will.
This is what it shall become. This may be a bit gruesome.
Reason I'm doing this is because within the next few days, well, not few, but few days from now, on the 11th, we're going to be heading into Mementos. Now, what does that have to do with powering up Sandman? Well, I want to power him up to get his luck as high as is physically possible. Before then. Reason being is that the best way that I have found to earn cash without having to technically do a whole lot of grinding is by using confusion on certain enemies.
All right.
Which, when those enemies have become confused, one of three things happen. Either nothing happens, they drop an item, or they drop money. The amount of money that they drop, however, is determined by your luck stat. So that's why I want to do this Gallows every day in order to strengthen up his luck
You
stat
change your
as
mind. Are you finished?
high as I can get it.
It is time, inmate.
Now, I'm not going to be showing this every time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be pausing the recording and just doing that when I get the chance. Reason I'm not just pumping it up right now is because you can only strengthen up a persona once a day. Well, once a day per persona. But anyways, with that taken care of, let us return to Shujin Academy, specifically the Student Council Room. In order to spend some time with Makoto.
Hey,
I've yet to hear anything from Kanashiro. All we can do now is wait until our time limit. Do you need something on the third floor? Have you come to study in the library, perhaps? I came to see you.
do you have a minute?
Seems your studies have paid off. Have you been working hard? Seems I have enough knowledge to invite Makoto out. This may be a good opportunity to deepen my bond with her. There is something I want to ask you, if it doesn't get in the way of your studies, that is. I can lend an ear.
Thank you very much.
Now then, let's find somewhere better to talk. The courtyard should do.
Hey, I have a question to ask you. Is that okay? Up until now, I've been the quintessential honor student. I believe I've been handling my position as student council president with ease as well. And I don't mean that in a boasting way, that's simply how I've thought about it. But in the end, I was unable to make any kind of impact with either Suzui-san or Kanashiro. Turns out there's no use for a rule-abiding honor student when things get rough. Now that I'm a member of this team, I want to do everything I can to help you all. All my studying up to this point has kept me quite narrow-minded. I think I will need to broaden my horizons somewhat.
What do you plan on doing?
My first step will be to learn more about the other students. But I struggle with that. There seems to be a disparity between my tastes and those of my peers.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
I knew it. I don't even know where people like to go for fun. It would be nice to have a grasp of such concepts. Plus, the student council must be responsible for understanding the student body they serve, right? I don't mean that in a surveillance way, I just want to know them as people. I may be a phantom thief, but that's no excuse for me to start ignoring my presidential duties. Now, back to the topic at hand. Where do people usually go for fun?
You can say any of these, but the only one that really matters is the arcade.
I often hear people talking about going to the arcade. To be perfectly honest, I've never been to one myself. Do you think you could take me? I'm not sure if it'll broaden my horizons per se, but simply studying won't get me anywhere.
Well, let's go now.
Thank goodness. I think I would have been totally lost in there had I gone by myself. Well, let's get going. So this is where everyone comes to enjoy themselves. There are more girls here than I expected. Hey, over there! You play by aiming the gun at the screen, right? That actually seems somewhat realistic.
Wanna try it?
If it's okay with you. Do you think you could teach me? I did it! No way!
She seems to be too engrossed in the game to even notice, though. Yeah.
Oh, so this is how it is.
You were really into it.
Of course, that was just a game, but... I wonder if I could apply some of the techniques I learned here during battle.
Well, that might just work.
Perhaps going somewhere I don't normally frequent is what helped me come up with that idea. You know, it may only be a little bit. But I think I'm starting to understand how people pass time. Interesting. I would have never even thought about coming here before.
Well, that was a new side of you.
Do you think you could help me out again later? I might be able to give the team more ideas if I can gain increased knowledge outside of my studies.
Well, I look forward to it.
I need to live up to your expectations now that I've taken up your time. Perhaps it won't be immediately, but I'm sure I can be of use.
I can sense a strong resolve from Makoto.
There must have been people who obstructed your actions as the Phantom Thieves. You managed to overcome them because you had someone who specialized in analyzing enemies. Isn't that right?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shattered the birth.
Shadow Calculus allows you to see skills and potential item drops on the analysis screen. Well, that's good to know.
All right.
By the way, you went to the red light district when you were chasing after Kaneshiro, right?
But, yeah. Why?
I'd like to go there as well. No, not for my own purposes. To tell you the truth, I recently got a report that one of our students was spotted there. I'm skeptical, but I'd like to confirm firsthand for myself. Well, it's getting late. Let's go home. See ya.
Ah, you're back.
Kaneshiro got rid of those photos, right? That's what he said. You think we can trust him? I doubt he'd lie if he really had a change of heart. Well, looks like we're all clear then. We can't be sure of that just yet. You mean he might not have had a change of heart? No, I'm relatively certain he did. That is not the issue. Despite Kaneshiro's change, his organization remains intact. I can only hope they don't abscond with the photographs. What, you mean like run off with it? I guess that's possible. After all, the loss of the leader does not necessarily spell out the demise of the group. Sure, if the group has been well structured and knows what to do in the event of leadership fall, but Kaneshiro doesn't seem the type to really think about that kind of stuff. He's a bit of an idiot. So I highly doubt it's going to be that kind of scenario. More of a chopping off the snake's head than taking out the support of the building. If you get my drift. That is merely common knowledge. But the opposite sometimes holds true as well. Some groups that lack a strong guiding hand will simply crumble. So this all depends on which way it goes. We'll be fine. All we can do now is pray the pieces fall in our favor. Hopefully Kaneshiro's confession motivates the police to crack down on the Mafia. I would love nothing more than to see them defeated once and for all. That part will be up to Makoto's sis. That aside, we've done everything we can for the time being. All that remains now is to wait until the results become clear. Alright, well, our next stop for today is Shinjuku. to spend 100,000 yen in order to progress this little story. Oh, you're Karusu-san from the other day, right? I remember you. You had a very abnormal destiny, as I recall. Please, take a seat. You want to purchase a Holy Stone, huh? For just 100,000 yen, you can change your fate. For that much, it better not only change your fate, but also give you incredible luck. If you do end up buying one, we should go home and test it out. Well, what do you want to do? Let's buy one. Thank you very much. Here you go. It's the smart thing to do, considering this is the only way to avoid misfortune. It's already charged with a happiness aura, so you'll feel the effects right away. Don't forget to recharge it with moonlight every 3 days. Please stop by again and let me know how your fate changed. Goodbye. I should head home.
Ah, you're back.
Oh, you're home. I was just about to close up shop, but I forgot to turn the stove off. Guess you start forgetting things more the older you get. Hey, last time we went to that fortune teller, the chief won the lottery. I wonder what kind of luck we'll have this time around. It should be awesome, right? I mean, we paid 100,000 yen for this holy... Ow, what the heck? Hey, can't you keep this thing a little cleaner? I can't be comfortable with all this gravel at the bottom of the... Wait, Akira, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Hey, do you mind looking over the shop while I...
For real?
The stone shattered! What's gotten into you?
Whoa!
Huh? This tastes... salty. Hey, the holy stone is just salt.
Hmm?
Akira, what's going on? Salt. Huh? Are you psychic or something? I was just about to head out and grab some salt for the shop. I'll be back in a bit. I think this is technically rock salt. I've seen the chief grinding some up before. Wait, in that case, maybe the holy stone is supposed to help you get better at cooking? That doesn't make any sense. But maybe if your cooking improves, your fate will change? Just like she said it would. I guess it really doesn't make any sense, huh?
No way.
So that holy stone was really just a phony stone in the end. That fortune teller's name was Chihaya, right? She clearly has some kind of mystical power, but this is just unacceptable. We need to go complain to her. We will, eventually. Gee, I should go talk to her and try to figure out her true intentions.
Really?
Shoji? That's a grandpa-ass game to get into now. Nah, it's back in fashion. There's a lot of young shoji pros out there right now. I've been following Hifumi Togo. She's incredibly skilled for a high school student, not to mention pretty. She hasn't played much lately, though. I heard she practices alone in a church somewhere. She plays shoji in a church. I don't get it. Seems strange.
Hey!
Hey, did you hear what those two said? It could give us a leg up.
Right.
I had the same thought. Shoji strategies might be useful during battles in the metaverse.
Hi!
Alright everyone, quiet down. I'm changing my lesson for today. Instead of regular class, we'll be reviewing last week's materials. I suggest you listen carefully. But don't think you can slack off. I absolutely won't allow it. No slacking off. Kawakami's graciously given us this free time, so we'd better put it to good use.
What do you want to do?
What's the plan? Read, as always. Neged Menace. Do you have virus protection? Introducing the newest software.
What are your thoughts?
There's danger afoot in the internet world too, it seems.
Oh!
So, you finished reading Medjed Menace. They were like gentlemen thieves targeting evil corporations, but now they're glory-seeking hackers. They're sort of like us phantom thieves in that nobody knows exactly who they are. That section on computer security was difficult, but I'm sure you gained some knowledge from it.
All right.
You got it!
Ah, that was great. We should thank Kawakami for this later. It's raining. The way weather affects people here may affect mementos, too. Yeah, but that's not important right now. First things first, I am going to head to the Velvet Room because A, I'm going to power up Sandman, but also B, I forgot to resummon Kappa Tengu. After that, I will see you guys on Central Street, so I will be right back. Okay, we are back, finished up in the Velvet Room. Actually managed to get a nice little spell for Sandman in the form of a Recarm. Revive one fallen ally with 50% HP. That might be useful, depending on how things go. Anyways, our next stop is the bookstore, where we'll buy
Take your time.
Tidying the Heart, bestseller on cleaning. The author's proficiency, which we desperately need right now, is worth studying. And then we're gonna head for the diner to buy some hot coffee.
Nice!
Because, you know, rainy day gets us more knowledge.
All right.
Hey!
All right.
Nice!
All right.
Wanna head back?
Rain, huh?
I'm so sick of how few customers I get during the rainy season. You know, I've been curious. What's Kosei like? Is it filled with guys like Yusuke? I imagine there are a lot of different people there. Now that you mention it, I have one very interesting classmate. She is a female shogi player, and seemingly quite the skilled one at that. Are you talking about Hifumi Togo? I remember hearing she's a student at Kosei. They say she's the most beautiful shogi player around right now. Dude, that sounds too good to be true. Give me some more info. I do not know much about her. She is not the kind of person to let others close to her. It sounds like she only focuses on her shogi pursuits. After all, it's said she is a lone genius. However, I have heard that she is commonly seen at the church over in Kanda. For real? We gotta go. You'll probably get struck down by a bolt of lightning if you're going for that ulterior motive. That ain't it. This is for the Phantom Thieves. I mean, Shoji's a kind of battle, right? She's gotta know all sorts of insane strategies and stuff. That is quite the stretch. Churches are supposed to be holy. Don't do this, Ryuji. You guys are gonna pay for this one. Akira, you go spy on her for me. and find out if she's really as cute as they say she is. Let's ignore that idiot. Anyway, a shogi expert, huh? Striking an enemy with but a moment's inspiration, skillfully strategizing toward victory. Those might actually be good tactics to know for our work as the Phantom Thieves. They said she's at the church in Kanda, right? We should check it out when you have the time. See. But we're not going to be doing that tonight. Instead, we're going to be calling Kawakami.
Oh. Hi.
This is Becky. Thanks for calling me on this rainy day. Ah, hold on. It's you. I barely get any customers on rainy days. As long as you request me, I'll do your housework for just 5,000 yen.
Hey.
Bond won't deepen, but we need to do this anyway.
Then I'll head over.
Kawakami seems happy that I requested her. Is it my imagination, or does she not look well? I feel my bond with Kawakami will grow stronger soon.
I'll see you later then. It's quite hot today.
Yeah, probably is. It is July. Kanashiro's deadline is drawing near. We did all we could. I hope we can avoid problems now. We're fine. As expected from someone who's been through this 3 times already. If you say so, then yes, I'm sure it'll go well.
Yep.
Oh yeah, today is Tanabata, the Star Festival. Not like that means I'll put up bamboo decorations and write my wish on a piece of paper, though. I'm not feeling it this year. Oh, but there's a traditional food associated with Tanabata just as chocolate is to Valentine's Day.
How about...
Okay,
you?
Kurusu-kun. What's the traditional food of Tanabata? Somen.
That's correct.
Right. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised you actually care about seasonal holidays and stuff. Originally in China, they ate a baked good that we call sakube in Japanese to appease demons. Over time, the pronunciation went from sakube to sakumen to somen, a wholly different food. Hey, did you know that? I had no idea. Maybe he actually is smart. I'm kind of surprised. Oh shoot, the teacher's glaring at us.
Nice going.
Really smart to able to answer a question like that, yada yada.
All right.
Going with the theme of calming demons, Somen on Tanabata is sometimes called Demon Guts. Go restore your strength with some seasonal food and get ready for your exams. Oh yeah, it's almost finals time. They start on the 13th, right? There's less than a week left. Are you going to be ready? Don't you worry, Morgana. We'll be fine. But with that, I've reached approximately the first 30-minute mark. So I'm going to cut the recording here and pray that this time around it worked out just fine. And I will hopefully see you guys in just a moment. Okay, we're back. I already went ahead and took care of Velvet Room business with Sandman. Got his luck up a little higher, but now we are going to be spending time with Makoto. I have a question regarding that red light district issue. Remember how I told you I wanted to go there? Well, how does today sound? I'm unfamiliar with the area, so I was hoping you'd be able to guide me around. Can you make time for it? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm free. Thank you. Well then, let's meet up in Shinjuku. Oh, and make sure you come dressed in normal clothes, okay? Well, I guess I can go take a walk around the station while you're doing stuff. Just be careful to not get catnapped. There's so many people here. I guess this really is the biggest red light district in Asia, huh? Apparently this place was a hotbed for criminals and illegal immigrants before they installed surveillance cameras. I heard there were quite a few brothels as well. You're very well informed.
Yes.
Well, I heard a great deal about it from my father. This is the first time I've actually been here myself, though. Regardless, it's become far safer now than it used to be. Of course, the surveillance cameras played a substantial role in that, but it was mainly thanks to the police efforts to clean up the area.
But
Even so, there's no way to eradicate crime entirely. It seems the operations nowadays are only better hidden.
shall we go?
Anyway, seeing is believing, yes. Come on, let's have a look around. At Makoto's request, we walked separately through Shinjuku. Countless men tried to start conversations with her. Did we lose him? That guy was so persistent.
Oh my.
He must have been a scout for a hostess club. He mentioned how his girls get paid a lot to wear cute dresses. All I wanted was to ask if any Shujin students worked there, but he nearly dragged me inside with him. If you hadn't been there to rescue me, that was dangerous.
Yes.
For him, maybe. I thought I was going to have to knock him out. I'm glad nobody had to get hurt, though. I guess that's how they do it. I've learned something new today.
Thank you very much.
Oh, and thanks again. It seems you have a knack for helping me out. I hope I can do the same for you someday. Quiet motivation. And at long last, baton pass.
All right.
That aside, even though this is a shopping district, there are absolutely no students around here. Definitely no Shujin students, though I guess they wouldn't come in uniform either way. Well then. What was that you were saying, Makoto? That was...
Did you notice this?
I used to be in the same class as her. But why is she here? The after-school salon? What kind of place is that? This response doesn't matter. I'm not sure, but it seems suspicious. I'll have to ask her about it. Oh, and I'd like you to be there, too, as my witness. Would that be okay? Well, we've spent quite a bit of time here. Let's head back to the station.
All right then.
Thank you for today.
Ah, you're back.
Hey,
According to Yusuke's info, there's a famous shogi player in Kondo, right? If we have time, why don't we go meet them? Not yet, because it's about time for us to confront a certain someone about a certain holy stone.
hey.
Let's ask Chihaya about the holy stone. She's with a client. Sounds like they're talking about the holy stone. Do you want to eavesdrop on them? Let's do it. How are you healing? I'm fine. It's my fault anyway. Yuya said so. Oh boy, this sounds like typical abuse, making the victim believe that everything that's happening to them is their fault. He says he doesn't want to hit me, but I just make him so mad. I suggest you break up with him. Things are only going to get worse at this rate. But I'm the only person that cares about him. If I leave, how will he survive? Again, making them think you need to stick around. Ugh. Please, is there any other way?
Now,
Let us ask the tarot. O divine power, shed light upon her fate.
is this?
Yes, I've seen everything. I can sense a dark presence within your boyfriend. His heart seems to be possessed by a demon. This demon may hide itself away at times, but when it strikes, it will bring with it great misery. What kind of misery? He will be hospitalized for severe injury suffered in a domestic abuse incident, and he will be arrested. What? Hospitalized? Arrested? I knew I shouldn't have let Yuya throw my holy stone away. You said I shouldn't be wasting my money on some dumb rock, that I should be giving it to him instead. This is my punishment for letting him do that, right? Please, let me buy another one from you.
What?
What? You want another? The next stone will need to be even bigger. I'm a little low on cash at the moment, but you said I can pay in up to 36 installments, right? Truthfully, I feel breaking up with him would be the best. I can't abandon Yuya.
For real?
She really thinks her boyfriend will stop being abusive as long as she has a holy stone? There's no way that could be true, right? The thing was a fake, remember? Right, it would make our jobs way easier if we could really change someone's heart with a holy stone. It's clear that Chihaya has some fortune-telling skills, but that stone isn't going to do anything. Hey, Akira, why don't we change that Yuya guy's heart ourselves? I mean, he's hurting this woman here, right? This is the perfect chance for the Phantom Thieves to save her. Meowing?
What?
Hey, were you eavesdropping on us? That's an invasion of privacy, you know. I mean, you're out in a public location talking openly. It's kind of hard to get any privacy in that. That stone won't help her. That's not true.
The thing is...
You see, some fates in this world are simply inescapable. The demon within your boyfriend's heart cannot be exorcised by normal human methodologies. Fate is absolute. Although I guess you might be able to control the demon's temper if you bought another holy stone. I'm not entirely sure who you are, but do you know of any other way I can approach this problem? What's your boyfriend's name? Huh? His full name is Yuya Uchimaru. Why do you want to know? What are you planning on doing? Yes, what do you expect to change with that meager information? I'm going to change fate. What? You honestly believe you can do something? I trust you. Excuse me? It feels like he's telling the truth. Besides, Yuya has all my money. He's going to pay me back someday, but for now I would rather put my trust in this one boy than in 36 payments for a holy stone. What? You, what do you think you're doing? If you keep making false accusations like that, the divine power will rain punishment down upon you. You look so pleased with yourself. I've seen everything. A vision of you groveling on the ground. Yeah, right.
Fine.
Fate cannot be changed, and I will prove that fact to you. If that woman stays with her abusive boyfriend, she will meet a horrible injury within a year's time. Now, if you honestly believe you can change her destiny, go ahead and try. But once you realize that error in your thinking, come back and let a true expert handle things. I will save her, with a holy stone. Well then, are we done here? I'm way too busy for this. Yet another, well, request. Gonna have a lot to tackle in Mementos in the future.
Hey!
Now we were able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something until we get there? In this case, we're going to be reading Tidying the Heart. The secret to decluttering is a pure and serene heart. Is this book really about cleaning, or is it training you to become a monk?
Hey!
Oh, I didn't realize how long you've been reading. So how far did you get? Seems like you still have some pages left. You should continue some other time. Oh, we're almost at the station. I'd say that was an efficient use of your time.
By the way,
It may be the turning point between sessions, but this heat, this must be global warming. We are all destined to fade away like the ice at the South Pole. Speaking of ice, shaved ice is one of the symbols of summer. Well, that was a complete turnabout. Usually sold at festivals, they come in many varieties, such as melon and strawberry. Kurusu-kun, let me ask you a question.
do you know the answer?
What is the common trait that almost all shaved ice syrups on the market? They have the same flavor.
Correct.
The truth is, almost all kinds of syrup have the same flavor. The ingredients used are corn syrup, fragrance, food coloring. It's essentially sugar water. Try closing your eyes, plugging your nose, and tasting shaved ice with just your tongue. You'll likely be unable to tell what flavor it is. That cold, sweet strawberry flavor is just a deception of summer, produced by color and smell. Wow, he got it right? Is he really a delinquent? He seems like a punk, but maybe he's actually serious about studying.
Nice going.
Wow, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that.
All right.
But before you can enjoy sweet illusions of summer, you have very real exams waiting for you. They start next week on the 13th. Well, good luck.
For real?
Less than a week, huh? Have you been studying?
Hey,
Hey, we can't just let that abuse case go unattended, or unaddressed. Target should be in mementos. Let's hurry up and deal with them. Okay, well, with that question taken care of, we are actually going to be taking care of the flower job today. Actually, I just realized I could have just fast-traveled straight to the shop. Oh well. And I'm still reflexively holding R2 to dash, because... well, it's something you can do in the real world in, Royale. Oof. Anyways, I feel I can develop my kindness by working here. So what are you going to do here today? We're gonna work. Oh, right, I didn't explain things to you last time. We'll occasionally get orders for bouquets, in which case I'd like you to pick out the flowers. I'll vary your pay based on how pleased the customers are with what you choose. Oh, and if you get stuck, I suggest you study up with the Flowerpedia.
next.
You can do it. Akira-kun, we have an order for a bouquet. Please handle it.
I'm counting on you.
The customer is looking for large, brightly colored flowers. Pick 3 that fit that description. Well, in that case, we're going with... Alright, let's make sure to pick the right flower. Crest is for large, brightly colored flowers. I bet light colors or white would even work too. Which flower will you pick first? We're going with Scarlet Rose. Okay, pick the second flower now. Gold Gerbera. On to the third and final flower, and lastly, we are picking a Gecko Orchid.
What do you want to do?
Order is for large, brightly colored flowers. Is this okay? This should be good. I hope the customer likes it.
That's great.
Our customer was extremely happy. Well, here's your pay for today. I gave you a little bonus because of how well you did.
Good work.
Akira-kun, come back again when you have the time.
Nice.
Work went great today. Living surrounded by flowers might be your true calling. And you were good with the customers, too.
All right.
Wanna head back?
Alright, we should head home. Although I just remembered that we forgot to hit up the Velvet Room, which is fine because I want to show you guys something anyways in regards to that.
Ah, you're back.
Deadline's tomorrow. We gonna be okay? The pictures are gone. He has no avenue to threaten us anymore. That is, if we were able to trust what Kaneshiro said. Don't say such scary stuff. We can't relax just yet. You may still end up released from police custody. For real? That is, unless they have decisive evidence like a confession. It'll be fine. True, there does seem to be some movement. Sis actually sent me a message saying she won't be home tonight. There's a chance that the police have found their breakthrough. Ooh, does that mean it happened? Well, the timing is perfect. I guess let's just hope for the best. I'm gonna stay up all night watching the news to find out. Anyways, like I was saying, there's something I wanted to show you with the Velvet Room, something I only noticed on our last trip in. Well, my last trip in.
Hey, inmate!
Yeah, blah blah blah.
How fares your...
Justine, these are the paths you have walked. A fee is required and accepted. You lack patience. The inmate needs a power requires sacrifice.
Now then, if we select Sandman and grab the Queen's necklace...
That will do.
Now, you see the glowing numbers? Those are the stats that are going to change. Now, you might think that they're static and won't, alter in any way, but if you back out and go back,
That will do.
you'll see that the stats have in fact changed. So if maybe you're not getting a luck up for your Sandman or whatever stats you want to get for your persona that you're powering up, just go back and forth.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? That will do. That will do.
Alright, yeah, that'll have to do. Alright, let's
This
see
is
how
the
much
power you will
luck
gain.
we get out of
Let
this.
us begin.
No, thank you.
Are you finished?
Yeah, we're heading
No
back.
slacking off.
And with that, we are going to have to head back to Cafe LeBlanc. Because there's something we got to take care of first. But then, we got to call up Kawakami. And that thing we got to take care of first is using a bit of mega fertilizer for our plant.
Oh. Oh.
But not quite ranking up from empathetic.
All right.
Oh.
That should do it for a while. Now we're gonna call up Kawakami. No invites from her, so we're just gonna have to go directly for the phone.
Oh.
Hello? Oh, are you perhaps Kurusu-san? That voice on the phone wasn't Kawakami. Maybe you should ask for more details. Who is this? This is the head nurse at Aoyama Hospital, speaking on behalf of Kawakami-san. Kawakami-san fainted and is currently hospitalized at our facility. Do you know our hospital's address? Her room number is... This isn't good. Let's head over there right away.
Jeez.
I'm just a little overworked. No need to make a big deal about it. But thanks for coming all this way to visit me. How could I collapse at a time like this? I really need to make some money. How am I going to make today's payment? There you are. What's going on, Miss Kawakami? I called the school, but no one answered.
What?
Takase-san, you contacted the school? Well, you weren't answering your phone. And when I thought you finally answered, it was a nurse who told us you were here. It's really an inconvenience for us when you miss a payment, you know. Now, it's not like she wanted to collapse, but our credit card payment is coming up soon, so we'll need you to transfer the money. Ugh. Why don't you get a job for yourselves and make some money? I'm sorry. These are Takase-kun's guardians, the ones I mentioned the other day. They took care of him. Yeah, more like worked him to death. Who's this? He's one of my students. He came to visit me. Messing around with another student, huh? You never learn, do you? Tsk. And after all you did to him. I'm sorry. So, when are you going to transfer the money? I should be able to send it out tomorrow. Don't pay them. Harusu-kun. Stay out of this. Don't act so tough, kid. Our precious adoptive son Taiki died because of this woman. Honestly, she should have been fired. Precious son, my ass. You never cared about him. That's not... And yet she still doesn't know her place, and she still continues to teach. We're gonna need you to show some remorse for what you did to him. In a material and undeniable way. I understand. I will pay you. So... It's not like we're trying to extort you. That's exactly what you're doing. But who was it that convinced Taiki to start studying when he needed to be working? Schoolwork on top of his part-time jobs overwhelmed him, which led to that accident. No, I'm fairly certain it was just the jobs. You bastards. Poor Taiki. It's almost like he was murdered. So, you no longer feel regret? In that case, perhaps we should sue the Board of Education. Or should we have a chat with your school? Either way, your days as a teacher would be over. Well, we're looking forward to receiving your payment. I have to figure out a way to make more money. I guess transferring to our sister company is the only way. Whoa, think this through more. I can't believe I'm getting scolded by my student. Why? Why are you so interested in helping me? I'm not worth it. You know what? I'm gonna stop worrying about it. The money, I'll pay it. I'll do everything Master tells me to do. Meow. I'm so tired. All I really want is a way to apologize to Takase-kun. So if his guardians demand money, then I'll just have to pay them. That's the wrong choice. That response doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm not quite back to 100% yet, so my thoughts are all over the place. I'm going to get some rest. I appreciate you coming to visit me today. It made me really happy. I feel like Kawakami is starting to depend on me. Super Housekeeping allows you to request Kawakami to make curry or infiltration tools for you. Now, while you do have the ability to request her to make infiltration tools, I don't recommend it. The main reason is that there is a trophy associated with this game that requires you make one of each tool, but it will not count if Kawakami does it. And you are going to want to be careful with things that you may only get one chance to make.
All right.
But the curry thing is fine. I'll be released first thing tomorrow morning, so don't worry. The IVs here work really well. Visiting hours are over.
I'll see you later then.
Get home safe, okay? Look at all these police cars. Did something happen? Looks like they're searching the premises. Another psychotic breakdown? I can't handle this. Does it have something to do with those posters we saw? Did they arrest the Phantom Thieves? Not a chance. Ooh, people are believing in us. I heard they caught some criminal. People are saying it was foretold by a calling card. Oh, I know about that. I saw them in Shibuya. Phantom Thieves Forum is super active. There's a forum? What's it called? I want to see.
Oh man,
It's so hot.
who cares?
Did you catch the news report this morning about the mafia boss getting busted? Apparently someone scattered calling cards all across Shibuya just before his arrest. Remember the Kamoshida scandal? They say the same thing happened, that someone left a calling card. Madarame too, if I'm not mistaken. Do you think it's the Phantom Thieves? If so, I'm impressed. I can't believe they actually steal hearts.
No matter how hard they looked, even our organized crime department couldn't catch Junya Kaneshiro. And yet he simply turned himself in. Even confessed all his crimes. The Phantom Thieves.
Is it a crime to manipulate someone's heart?
Depending on the means, yes. He's absolutely right.
Even if it makes someone admit their evil deeds and helps make them pay for their crimes?
I hope she hasn't fallen under their influence.
The Phantom Thieves. Damn it.
Now everyone.
I heard the leader of the crime ring that was causing trouble in Shibuya got caught. It seems like some of our students have been victimized by them, so we can breathe easy for now. I'm thankful to the police for arresting the perp, even though they're just doing their job. By the way, perp is police slang. You might have heard the stars in police procedurals say it. It's short for perpetrator. Speaking of stars, can you answer this question, Kurusu-san?
Give me an answer.
What is the sum of angles A through E? 180 degrees.
This is it.
Very good.
That's correct. The sum of A through E is the same as the sum of the internal angles of a triangle, 180 degrees. Wow, really? Kurusu seems kind of smart, doesn't he?
Nice going!
Wow, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that.
All right.
By the way, there are rumors that the Phantom Thieves took down the perp this time, Kaneshiro. I remember their name with that bit on Madarame, as well as the incident in May. Is this a new urban legend? Anyway, please prepare for your tests starting Wednesday. Don't be distracted by rumors like that.
Yep.
Looks like we succeeded in changing Kaneshiro's heart. A lot of people are talking about the Phantom Thieves too.
Hell yeah! Kaneshiro finally confessed! People have been making a huge deal of it since the police announcement.
It's difficult to accept that the authorities are taking all of the credit for his arrest.
People are going nuts about the Phantom Thieves online, though. Look!
It's all coming together for us.
Oh, this is quite the turnaround. All of a sudden, people are expressing their long-standing belief in us.
So this is why Makoto told us to post the calling card anywhere that might stand out.
Pretty smart move on her part. Oh, where is our amazing Miss President?
Hello? It's Makoto. My apologies, but I won't be able to join you today. I've been called into a meeting with the principal. There's no need to worry, though. more importantly, there was a special on TV about the Phantom Thieves.
Huh? What did it say?
They were talking all about our calling cards.
For real?
Anyway, my apologies about today. I'll have to see you all another time.
Who was that?
Really? Oh, that's freaking crazy!
I hope all this excitement doesn't place us on the police's radar.
It'll be fine! No way they'd find out about that weird other world.
True, but... Do you remember what the fake Kaneshiro said towards the end?
But another metaverse user.
Yeah, he said we're not the only ones who are doing it.
Not gonna let it bother me. As far as we know, he was just pulling that shit out of his ass.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
I hope that's the case.
Anyways, in your face, Akechi! Now, what do you want to do about our next target?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Still, people might expect a lot from our next move, considering how excited they're getting.
We can't just pick any old schmo now.
There is no need to hurry, though. Counting Kamoshida, we've claimed 3 consecutive victories, right? We should just lay low and wait for all this excitement to blow over.
In that case, how about we have another celebration?
Oh, good idea! We can make it a welcoming party for Miss President, too! By the way, that briefcase, it's pretty damn expensive! Let's sell it and drop the cash on our party!
Wow. Seems like the lay low and wait idea has gone completely out the window.
So we can count you out then, Morgana?
What are you talking about? I was just saying we should try and keep our party on the down low.
That's the spirit! Well, I'm gonna let Makoto know. Hi, Makoto. There's something we forgot to tell you. So... Oh...
What's wrong?
Hello? I hope you remember we have finals next week. Yusuke and Morgana excluded, of course. If you wish not to stand out, you had best not get bad grades, okay? That is something I simply would not be able to overlook as student council president. For now, behave and concentrate on your studies. We can have fun once finals are over. Understood?
Care to explain?
I believe in what I wrote. The Phantom Thieves are just.
Have you figured out who they are?
No, I'm nowhere close. However, after considering all the facts, I concluded there are no errors in their acts or principles. Thus, upon deeming them to be on the side of justice, I have decided to end my investigation.
But that's impossible!
Impossible? May I see the evidence you have that leads you to believe so?
I was just speaking to the director of a prestigious college about your letter of recommendation, too.
There will be no need for that. I intend on getting into a good college by my own merit. Please excuse me.
Hey, we're not done here! Sir, it's me. I apologize for bothering you like this. About that. Yes, I am making progress. However, I have stumbled upon some difficulties. Still, why would someone as important as you be interested in a petty case like this? No, that's not what I meant. I will investigate with all the resources available to me. Of course. I should be able to let you know relatively soon. Yes, I will bring good news. Well then, thank you for your... Damn it!
I'm home.
Hi, sis. You look tired. Is everything okay?
Don't worry about me. How about you, Makoto? Have you been keeping up with your studies?
Yes, of course. Though, what is the point of studying?
What do you mean?
I was just wondering what will be waiting for me at the end. Even if I manage to push through tough entrance exams, I'm still thrust into a competitive society.
What else is there besides success? Don't ask me such childish questions.
Isn't this the man the Phantom Thieves sent a calling card for?
Even the police couldn't figure out why. It really was out of nowhere. This would only make sense if his personality changed. That would be impossible.
Why does it matter? The police still caught him in the end, right?
I had plans set for a promotion, but no one can take credit for his arrest now with that confession. Not that a child would understand.
So she was pursuing the case after all. Promotion. You've changed, sis. But I'll be okay. I finally found a place where I belong.
Now, Gozik, everything seems above board with you, but it doesn't mean you can slack off because summer's on the horizon. Got it? This reaction is incredible. I'm honestly shocked to see it. It is only natural that people are surprised. Even the police were struggling to catch him. Yeah, by the way, you said you were called in by the principal? Did something happen? It was regarding my investigation of the incident with Mr. Kamoshida. Don't worry, I didn't mention a word about any of you. I essentially told him I was unable to find any information. Thank you, Makoto. Don't mention it. I've graduated from my role as the exemplary honor student. From now on, I'm going to be more honest with myself. It's quite a refreshing feeling. What are you going to do now? Want to stay with the Phantom Thieves? That's my intention, assuming it wouldn't be any trouble. Welcome aboard. It'd actually be a big problem if you didn't stick with us. We should allow her to join us. It would be greatly convenient. Well then, I hope I can continue getting along with all of you. An advisor, huh? This new teammate of ours is pretty promising. We'll be able to do even more now. But with that, we have gone well past the second of the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to cut the recording here and I will hopefully be right back. Okay, we're back. Recording went just fine. I already went ahead and took care of powering up Sandman again. And now, for the evening, we're going to be calling up Kawakami. Is your room messy? Are you hungry? Leave it to Becky. Or, wait, did you need to request me? There's something I want to talk to you about. Let's request her. I'll talk with you. Thank you very much. Wait for me, master. You know, she says not leaving call history, but, what about those text messages?
Hey, hey!
I actually really like the antique feel of this room. But I have to say goodbye to it today. The thing is, I've decided to quit. My boss found me a part-time job that pays better than this one. Takase-kun's guardians keep increasing their demands, so this is just what I have to do. Is this really what you want? Yeah. What I want? Takase-kun's guardians say the only true way to apologize to Takase-kun is by paying them. If that's not true, then what's the right thing to do here? I don't know if I can escape all this if I quit being a teacher. People like me have no right being a teacher. If I quit on my own, I won't have to pay them. That's why I'm going to quit both my teaching job and my maid job. What do you think? If that's what you decided. That's what I decided. But did I really decide it on my own? Now that I think about it, it's too late for me to stop being a teacher. If I really felt bad for what happened, I would have resigned the day he died. And yet, I still felt the need to teach. When do I feel that way, even now? This response does not matter. That's your answer. Kurusu-kun. Oh, that's right. I decided the way to apologize to him was to make sure there won't ever be another student like him. Because I might have been able to save him if I hadn't been afraid of rumors or labels back then. I wanted to become a teacher who takes care of her students. That's the mindset I had. But now I spend all my free time at part-time jobs just so I can continue working as a teacher. I put the critical work of a teacher on the back burner so I could make apology money. That's where it all went wrong. I can't make this thing right with Takase-kun like this. This response also doesn't matter. Mistakes can be fixed. I'll be the teacher I aspire to be. That's the right way for me to make amends to Takase-kun. From here on, I refuse to pay them any more money. And that is my answer. Well, what do you think? That's the right choice.
You're right.
You can't get the right answer from someone else. It can only be found from within. I learned that from you. In a way, you're my teacher. Just kidding. Feel Kawakami's trust in me strengthening.
All right.
I've been so worried about making money that I haven't been paying attention to my students. Especially to you. I averted my eyes from you because you were labeled, just like Takase-kun was. But from now on, I'm going to protect you too. As your teacher, I will never betray you. That's reassuring. Leave it to me. I can be decisive when it counts. I'll speak with the Takases. I'm not going to run anymore. Everything should be fine as long as I talk to them face to face. Alright, it's time for me to go.
Thanks.
I'll see you later.
Good night.
Don't be ridiculous. This new ally you gained was Makoto? Just tell me the truth.
You already know the truth.
Makoto. That's preposterous. If what you say is true, was Makoto also running from the police when you were arrested? Now that I think about it, she did start talking a lot about the investigation from summer onward. Makoto aside, you mentioned one other important detail. Did Kaneshiro really say there was someone using the metaverse besides the Phantom Thieves? Those words could just be taken as you shifting blame to this other person, you know.
Take it how you will.
But why would you fabricate such an elaborate story and then shift the blame elsewhere? There are two possibilities. Either you've simply been trying to confuse me with your lies, or everything you've stated is true. Have you been telling me the truth from the very start?
Of course.
Does that mean you're placing your trust in me? Then again, I am investigating a thief who steals hearts. Very well. No matter how absurd it may seem, I'll reevaluate my stance on believing you, for now. In return, speak the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a fair deal. Is that acceptable?
I've made a deal with Sai Nijima.
It shall become the wind with the birth of the Judgment Persona.
All right.
We're running out of time. Let's move on to your next target. I stand corrected. It was they who targeted your group first, wasn't it? The identity of your opponent is this. We have no pictures. Even their names and identities are unknown. If what you told me is true, then this nav thing you've mentioned wouldn't have worked in this case. How did you target them? Tell me everything.
Phantom Thieves made him have a change of heart, right? Seriously? The Phantom Thieves are amazing. Isn't it cool how they steal people's hearts? How do they make them repent? I'm really curious. Who are they? Hey, you're there down... Hey, you're there, right? Come downstairs.
Hey, check the ingredients in the fridge. Hey, what's up? Huh? It's not right? Not cute. That was the one the staff recommended to me, though. Won't that printer do? Huh, it'll do, but it's not it? Okay, I'll be right over. This might take a while. I'm leaving the store to you. Lock up for me if I don't come back.
Got it.
I owe you one. What a handful.
And that concludes the latest news on the suspect Kaneshiro. This case is said to be a result of the Phantom Thieves' actions, but what do you think?
We don't know their methods, but I believe they are a menace that will threaten this law-abiding country. This dangerous group tampers with people's hearts. It's no different from brainwashing.
I see. You're absolutely correct.
I wonder what's going on. Didn't this happen a little while ago, too? Who was it again? You know, that famous artist.
Ah, Madarame, was it?
They punished those awful people, didn't they? The Phantom Thieves aren't at fault then.
Well, that may be true, but
Don't you think so too, dearie? The Phantom Thieves aren't doing anything wrong, are they?
Of course they're not.
See, even he says that they're doing good. Oh my, look at the time. We should probably head home.
ah, you're right. Thanks for the drink.
Yes, I've received the reports on Kanashiro's case. But to think the Phantom Thieves would honestly attempt an absurd idea like social reform. You're absolutely right. I'm not pleased about the general public's support of them either. There's also the danger of the metaverse being exposed with their continued actions. Actually, there is one countermeasure he brought in that seems usable. It involves having the Phantom Thieves destroy themselves without our direct intervention. We'll set things up so that those mental shutdown occurrences are their doing. Ah, I thought as much. I had a feeling that it was too brutal for it to be his own idea. Still, I think you'd go through such elaborate detail to crush them. Their actions must be that much of an eyesore for you. I sympathize with what you're going through. Well then, we'll clean this up quickly and put it behind us. Yes, a grand undertaking like social reform is beyond a group such as the Phantom Thieves. Only a few people are entitled to change the world, like you, future Prime Minister.
It's Ryuji.
Hey, it's me. Where you at? What you doing?
Watching the store.
Gotcha. We're gonna come over right now about the, you-know-what. See ya. What's up? We're here to hang out.
That's not why we're here. We need to study for finals.
Why am I here too?
You're one of us now, so of course you gotta help us. We're in trouble if you don't teach us, you know.
I don't need to study.
Oh, I'll hold you to that. Want to see who gets the higher test scores?
Let's leave those guys be.
I couldn't ask the last time I was here, but what is this place? The storekeeper doesn't seem to be around.
It's where this guy lives. He's got complicated circumstances. We can tell her about it, right? Actually, tell her yourself.
That's terrible.
On Yusuke and me are pretty much the same too. I mean, it's not as bad as this guy's though. It's just something we can't ever put up with. That's why we all became Phantom Thieves.
Hey, don't forget me.
I know. We're all part of the team. By the way, Makoto, ain't there someone you can't forgive either? Like, a heart you want to change?
That's a secret.
Ah, there's someone like that. You could just tell us, you know. You don't gotta be so cold.
That aside, do you have any intention of studying for the exam?
Not really.
It's fine if I leave then?
No, I'm just joking. Please teach us.
phobia, so it's a fear of some kind.
I think it's a fear of open spaces. You don't hear it that often, though. Leave vocabulary and long sentences to me. I suck at proper grammar, though.
Even if we study English, it's not like I'm gonna use it in the future.
When it comes to you, your Japanese is questionable too.
Shut up!
Explain the writer's feelings? What point is there in that?
Oh, it's impossible. I can't memorize all these formulas. Ain't there a good way of cheating?
Why don't we take a break?
And that was the follow-up report on the suspect Kaneshiro. This case is said to be the result of the Phantom Thieves' actions, but in actuality, is this true?
Considering how a calling card was scattered about, I believe there's no mistaking that. The question is what the Phantom Thieves actually did. If they tampered with the suspect's heart, it casts doubt on the authenticity of any confession.
So then, by tampering with hearts, the Phantom Thieves are fabricating crimes that may not exist?
We can't deny the possibility. There's no doubt that the Phantom Thieves are exposing hidden injustices in society. However, if this is done by sidestepping the law, their way of thinking is very dangerous.
So, in a way, they're outlaws.
Yes. They're no different than the criminals they target. This cannot be overlooked.
I see.
Oh, I see. My ass? Why the hell are we being treated as the bad guys?
Just let them say whatever they want. More people are starting to understand that what we're doing is right, after all.
When I'm walking around in town, I hear a lot more people talking about us too. And the forum's been full of hype. Do you think we made it big time?
Don't get pompous over dealing with some street thug. Save it for after we deal with a bigger target.
We just gotta take down a bigger one, yeah? That was the plan from the start anyways.
True. It may be best if we start thinking about it.
I bet we'll find one in no time. Wind's blowing in our direction and everything. I feel like we won't lose to anything right now.
Well, we'll decide on that eventually. We need to overcome our exams first. Now then, break time's over. Let's get back to...
That reminds me, the celebration party. Weren't we gonna do it after exams?
Yes, I believe so.
Where should we go? I feel like I'll study better if I got something to look forward to.
The last one was a buffet at a hotel. We haven't gone anywhere since.
Huh? A buffet?
Where would be good?
Of course, food would catch Yusuke's attention.
Hey, what about fireworks? A fireworks festival!
Oh yeah, it's that season, huh?
That sounds good to me.
It's hard to ignore a buffet, but I'll take the beauties of summer. Still, I demand that we feast during the festival as well.
Do you guys own a yukata? Will you wear a yukata?
Doesn't a fireworks festival sound good? You think so too, right?
It's a great idea.
Alright, fireworks festival it is. Let's look for a good one.
Study comes first, though. I won't let you off if you fail any of them. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am. Alright, fireworks festival it is. Let's look for a good one.
Study comes first, though. I won't let you off if you fail any of them. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Fireworks and yucatas? Guess it's that time of the year. Hey, so there's this dangerous, almost psychotic blog I found that hasn't ended up on the forum yet. I'd kill him, I'll kill him, I'll kill him, I'll kill him. That's all it says. Rumor has it she's talking about her boyfriend. Ooh, sounds dangerous. Yeah, it seems like she'll do something really bad someday, right? And it gets even worse. As it turns out, she's a Shujin student. You know a girl named Yumeko Mogami? She's always up near the classrooms on the second floor. Please, you have to do something before things get worse.
Oh.
This is a good opportunity for us. Kanashiro's change of heart has probably opened up some deeper parts of Mementos. Let's make some time and talk about it at the hideout. Agreed. But unfortunately, we are out of time for this episode, so I'm gonna have to end it off here for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload, or to hit the straw poll link to vote for our next Let's Play, which at the time of recording is at 8 votes. 3 for Prey 2017, 3 for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, 1 for Dragon Age Origins Awakening, and 1 for Yakuza 0. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.